All right, here we go. I'm back. It is now the 28th. We were just on here on the 27th. And yeah, time for us to resume work for at least an hour or so, just about. Oh my god, the field. I need that candle. I need the acacia log candle. Oh my god, my entire field. It is just completely and utterly destroyed. Jeez. Yeah, that's the reason why we were farming acacia trees over here. So that's just what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna be farming acacia trees, and I guess I don't really care much about harvesting the saplings. Probably just faster, quicker for me to harvest the. No, I've been doing both. I've just been harvesting everything. So get some saplings back. Drop down here. Have the rookie hoe, which gives 50% chance to drop a seed, so it gives an extra potato. 50% chance. I don't know if it works on potatoes or not, but let's go ahead and harvest all the potatoes, till up the ground. Oh, there we go. Finally, I'm getting everything tilled. I know there's that little strip over there that I have to figure out, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done tilling all the land. And there. Oh, the whole potato field patch. Except for this strip of potatoes right here. It's all almost done. Oh, I just gotta clear out these potatoes. And then, oh, okay, well, there's more to, oh. Alright, hold on, we got more work to do. And there. We did it. We did it. Oh, I thought it was a sign for a second. We did it. No. Die. We did it. We did it. Oh, and that was from the outside. Alright, we need to destroy this. We need to dig this up. I don't have my shovel on me. And we need to plant all the potatoes. So there's two things we need to do. We need to get rid of the outside patch down here. Just because. It needs to be polystyrene anyways. And they'll still be able to spawn on it though. Oh god, that's the only thing. Yep, they spawned on the cobblestone. Wait, was that on a piece of cobblestone that didn't have a lot of light? Don't make me glitch through blocks and die. Okay, wait, hold on. If I were to shift the torches around a little bit, I were to put you here, and you there, then you here, then you stay there, then you here. Oh god. They got knocked off. Oh, come on. How long has the slime been around to do that much damage? Look at how much damage it did already. Okay. We have a potato field. We have 1/4 of my entire world, bottom quadrant, growing potatoes. So now, if we take all these potatoes and plant them down, and I think there's a whole bunch of potatoes up in the top chest. Don't know why. Wait, what? Why was there just one untilled patch there? Weird. Okay then. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna hop off, and hopefully I can do this. Since I've been away, I earned 1 coin in interest in my personal bank account. Okay, interesting. Alright, greetings everybody, it is I, Zaynen, and I sat down and recorded myself since the Okay. There's some explaining to do. So I have part 1 and part 2 and part 3 edited and figured out and uploaded for my YouTube channel. Well, it's not uploaded now. I have to process it. It's a whole thing. Okay. Where do I begin? Where do I start? Yeah, a lot has changed. A lot has transformed. So it is the May 11th, 2026, and I did a lot of recording and editing and processing of footage. I sat down and edited part 1 for this Let's Play series, and then I sat down and made part 2, and then I sat down longer and made part 3. I made part 1, part 2, part 3 all in one day, and I'm also making part 4 in one day. And I decided and thought to myself that, hey, you know what? I'm trying to, here's what I was going to do. I was going to make all of the footage be wrapped into one single video and make it like one big video towards like, oh, hey, I'm doing this goal of getting 20 billion potatoes and I got it in one video, haha. No. That's just, no. There was no way that was ever going to work out and happen. And I had 2 flash drives with like half a terabyte of storage each, so like 500 gigabytes each. And one was almost completely full of Minecraft footage. And the other one was all my regular Let's Plays from like me playing Dishonored and Metal Gear and other Let's Plays of like Darkwood and other Metal Gear games, because I'm doing multiple of them, and it's just there's other Let's Plays going on the one drive and all Minecraft on the other. And the one flash drive of all my Minecraft footage is almost full. All the footage is almost taken up because about a dozen gigabytes of footage is taken up for each recording, because I record for at least an hour to sometimes multiple hours. And yeah, what ended up happening is that I needed to sit down and process all the footage, and I couldn't do one big super video and one big like long take over the course of all these months and do like one big thing. I realized I had to sit down and start doing a Let's Play series, a multi-part Skyblock series. And after a moment of thought, I decided, you know what? That actually sounds ideal and nice to do. I like that. Be able to document all my progress of what's going on. So this is part 4 as of right now. I have a little bit of footage that I have recorded and edited. I decided to do a time jump of some time later. And this is about like a week into the future or so from that moment's footage that's been recorded. And yeah, so I don't expect this series to get a lot of views or a lot of attention or care. It's mainly just to document my process of everything. It's mainly for myself to like keep track of things and summarize things and to show my work in progress. It could be 5 minutes long, a few minutes long, however, like it doesn't say, it could be however long, or it could go up to even like an hour and a half, or 2 hours, or however long it needs to be. It's just I want to do like a daily or every few days or bi-weekly or weekly or once a month or once every few months, just some sort of once in a while updates of my progress of doing Skyblock. And yeah, this is the progress that I've gotten down so far. So, let me go ahead and show you around the island and show you what has happened, what's changed so far. We still got the cobblestone generator minion off over there. It just, I think I made it one time and just plopped it down. And that was outside of footage that I didn't manage to show that. And then I sat down and made these minions, which I also didn't show that exactly either in the previous footage. But I managed to level all these up to level 4. I think this was level 5. And yeah, and then this one over here is level 4. So all these minions, I managed to get 3 potato minions. I will sit down and make a whole bunch more here in a little bit. I have lots of potatoes in here. I've been grabbing them, bringing them all down here and whatnot. And you may notice that off over here, I ended up doing a lot of recorded footage some time ago of showing this off. This is the cocoa farm. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and each pillar is 3 blocks wide of cocoa trees with cocoa beans. And you start from the top, punch and mine all the way down to the bottom, which goes all the way down into the void. Right down there. and then you hold down right click with the cocoa beans and hold spacebar and look at one of the 3 walls and go all the way up. And by the time you're harvesting 1, 2, 3, all 4 walls, the first wall is fully regrown and you can harvest again. So it's an infinite harvesting and replanting system. So that's really nice. And that is needed to brute force my way to get the replenish enchantment. But I've also learned and realized that if I have like 250,000 coins, or like half anywhere between 250,000 and 500,000, it could be possible for me to sit down and buy a replenish tool instead of me having to sit down and grind out cocoa beans and farm and obtain the recipe. I ended up sitting down and I farmed enough cocoa beans to get like 50,000, maybe I'm almost at 100,000. Actually, I could check how much I exactly have right now. I actually don't know how much of everything I have. I have 72,000, and you pretty much need like 500,000 cocoa beans, I think, like either 250,000 or 500,000 to get enough cocoa beans to create all the enchanted cookies to be able to create the replenish enchantment. So, you know, it's kind of insane and ridiculous. So I might look into buying it at the auction house instead. And then over here, my potatoes. Oh, good. I have more potatoes that have been harvested. It feels like it's been faster, quicker, simpler, and easier doing potatoes for some reason compared to the cocoa beans. Don't know why, but it feels like that has been the case. But in any case, 83,000 apparently is what I have. So that's nice to know. And that's gonna go up when I harvest and collect those. But here's the big thing right here. Very early on in the beginning, I measured the center of the island, and then I measured the center pillar crossways, going off in 4 directions at some point, and then I measured the outer rim part down there, and went to one direction over there to get that over there to make that thing. But the biggest thing is me going down to the bottom of the world. And I decided from working at the bottom of the world to the top of the world, I got enough time and resources to create a pillar of stone bricks and andesite and dirt and sea lanterns to some extent. I still have to work on some parts of it, like adding more dirt and adding more sea lanterns and expand the walls. But it's at least outlined. This pillar is outlined. And if we head all the way down to the bottom here, to the bottom of the island of the world, you can see that 1, 2, 3 layers have been completely built and designed. I was 1 block above the void. I had to grab all the dirt. It was like right here on this layer of where I'm looking at the bricks right here where all the potatoes were. All that was dirt. I had to push everything down by 1, so I had to dig all of this up and replant it all back down. It was a lot of time, effort, and work to do so. And then I grabbed all the potatoes, planted it, and then I harvested all the potatoes. And I actually think instead of selling potatoes, I ended up gaining coin from harvesting crops, because every time you level up, you get like so many thousands of coins. And I used all those resources of those coins to buy more dirt and more stone and more sea lanterns, and I built a 2nd row layer, and all this is filled to the brim of potatoes. And you may also notice in the bottom floor, there's nothing on the floor, it's fully grown. But if you look up into the ceiling, there is a single sea lantern, and there's also sea lanterns in part of the walls here, because this corner wasn't growing potatoes, and I ran into an issue where a central part of the patch wasn't growing potatoes, and so I had to do it as efficient as possible. So I tried to do my best to do all those calculations. And now, there's only 1 spot in the middle of the patch with a sea lantern. But besides that 1 block being taken up, it is the maximum amount of efficiency and the maximum amount of space for everything. All this time and effort and work is finally amounting to something. I started on April 30th of 2025, worked 1 day, and then did almost an entire year doing nothing. And then at April 25th of 2026, I came back, and then after about a week of doing work, I managed around like between the 30th and this week, so within the first week of May, I took like half of the days off for like a break to sit down and reorientate myself and edited like footage and scrapped a whole bunch of footage editing, and then decided like, oh, instead of doing one big video, I'm doing a Let's Play series now. And so I sat down today, a little bit of yesterday and today, on the 10th and on the 11th, editing a whole bunch of footage. And here's the third floor. It's the same thing as the first and second floor, pretty much practically. And yeah, it's just like, I am making a lot of progress. I've done a lot of work. And one big thing that I will mention and say, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts on Spotify and on YouTube that are multiple hours long, and in my free time I haven't been like recording every single moment of me harvesting, collecting, and placing stuff, which is fine, but I am doing the work, and all I have to do is just show little few minutes snippets and some updates, and I'm getting better and more efficient at explaining information and doing lots of work and then showing things off and then editing things in and explaining things. And I feel like I'm just going to get better and more efficient and have things be more ideal as the series goes on, as I work on everything. So I would like to hit my first million soon, and I don't know how long that's going to take, but with the effort that I put on the first 3 levels, if I harvest all the potatoes on all the first 3 levels, and here's what I have over here, which I'm going to expand upon this in the future, I'm almost done making the 4th layer. What I'm going to do here soon is, I don't know if I'm going to resume doing the cocoa farm or not, and mainly get the replenish achievement. We'll see. I might just purchase it in a shop. But off over here is chests. Multiple chests full of potatoes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5 chests full of potatoes, and the rest I just planted down with these chests over here. I replaced all of the blocks down at the bottom of the floor, swapped out with cobblestone, replaced with andesite. I marked out the center markers with just regular andesite stone instead of polished andesite. I even marked out a nice even amount of numbers, 1, 2, crafting table 1, 2, and then the little corner piece that then enters to 1, 2, 3 more potential future farms that I can maximize in each of the corners. And then these are the center hallways, which is where all the storage of all my stuff is going to go, all the chests of all the materials, all my decorations, whatever else. And then I just have all 4 quadrants marked out to what I could do. So instead of having one quadrant where I was planning on doing nothing but decorations or whatever, I'm just going to do a plus sign of living space, so the center core pillar here, and then I'll figure out how many levels I want to go up before I add another floor. And then level 100 is the main floor right now, which is where everything is on and upon. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of progress. So that's pretty much everything. And I think this is going to be pretty much the nearing end of my ramble and talk here, and the edited footage that I'm going to have for part 4 of my Let's Play footage here. So I'll have part 1, part 2, part 3, and then part 4 edited and uploaded to my channel. And then by the time I'm done harvesting, I'll be wrapping this up here in a bit. And I'll probably have a whole bunch of chests down over there, a whole bunch of the floor more highly developed and replenished and polished and nice and good looking and developed and refined. Probably do multiple stacks of chests on top of each other. If there's barrels in this version, I'll see if I can do barrels and try to compact the storage space potentially. And if so, then I will. If not, then I'll just stick with the double chest. I'll figure it out. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out what else to do. Pretty much all I have to do now is just spend a mind-numbing amount of time harvesting all the potatoes and planting all the potatoes. Oh, I also got the repel candle, so that's the reason why no slimes or anything are spawning down here anymore. At some point, I got my hands on the repel candle through the auction house. I didn't craft it myself. I almost had enough to craft it myself, but I was just shying away from obtaining that. I had to like get leveled up in like coal and whatever, which I have yet to look into learning how to get coal or diamonds or gemstones or resources yet, which I think you might have to go out into the islands and explore and find islands with like ore and resources to mine and obtain. I think that's what you have to do. I'm not too sure. But in any case, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So all I have to do now is harvest all 3 levels of potatoes, store all the potatoes off to the side, use whatever wood from the saplings and trees and platform up there, expand the chest, probably go up by 1 more layer. Instead of making this double hole, maybe make it a single hole on both sides of a slit. Move all the chest over by one, and then I can maximize the storage space because I think there's a single chest down there, and I need to make the double chest. Do something there. Probably add a wall with the side hole. That's just like miscellaneous decoration and design stuff, or maybe push the. I don't know. I'm figuring out how to maximize the efficiency of storage space, or do something with the wall back there, and I don't know. I'm figuring something else. I'm rambling about like miscellaneous things. But I guess that's a part of the fun and the process and of me trying to figure out how to do everything. I'm just going through the motions of trying to figure out how to do this whole thing, and I'm doing pretty good. I got a lot of work done. I spent like 2 weeks, practically pretty much. I spent like 2 weeks of work of time on this island of this world at this point now, roughly, and yeah, I'm getting pretty happy with myself, and I think I'm gonna get myself to my first million here soon. So hopefully in part 5, I can hopefully show off that I at least got into my first million, and hopefully we can get a few more layers of the potato tower developed. And then we could potentially do another potato tower and another potato tower, maybe potentially, or it could be other crops where I could try to like be first and your connection timed out to the server, so you have been routed to limbo. You respond in limbo. Okay. And there goes. My Wi-Fi went out. Apparently, it says that I have full connection right now with my Wi-Fi on my PC, but I guess Hypixel might have went down, or maybe the Wi-Fi might. In any case, I pretty much was about to wrap everything up there anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna let that be the end of that. Wrap things up, and hopefully we get even more progress in the future parts and get to the first mill and get to develop the potato towers some more and all the good stuff. So yeah. All right. Oh.